Good morning. Today in our senior theory class, we have the talented and beautiful Miss Porter, one of our ILC Leadership Course students, and she's doing a makeup demonstration today for us. Say good morning, Miss Porter.
Good morning. Good morning.
And her model will be Miss Julia Holloway.
Good morning.
And we have our students standing by.
Okay, so.
And she's setting her table up.
The first step to an amazing makeup application is great skincare. So, facial wash, not body wash. You know, using the Dove bar and washing your face, the same thing you wash your body with. Making sure your skin is nice underneath, because the point of makeup is just to enhance what you already have. You can create a whole new look, but the everyday woman, everyday face, just enhance what you already have. So if you start off with great skin, you're already halfway there. Secondly, everything I do is what works for me. So once you start, you do what works for you. There aren't necessarily any rules, because it's still a form of artistry. Okay?
I love that.
So, what I like to do, I know the trend now is overly sculpted eyebrows. I like natural brows. I probably haven't got my, oh my God, probably since last summer. When it's time to go somewhere, I definitely will go into full drag if I need to. But her eyebrows are actually perfect, so I'm not even going to bother them. So the first thing,
because mine, I want to do a little bit.
Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you how to fill yours in, so that's not so harsh. So the first thing is not always, or most of the time, a primer. So a primer is just like a protective layer over your skin. So I'm going to use Smashbox Photo Finish. I'll put a little bit on.
And when you say protective layer, is that protecting the skin, or is it a way to help the makeup set
Both.
stay? Okay.
It's like that small shield, almost like when you're blow drying and you make sure you're using maybe like a heat protectant. Same concept.
And is there face primer, eye primer? Are they one and the same? Do you prefer?
I actually use concealer a lot of times for eye primer if I'm going to use one, depending on the person's skin. Okay. Now, my second step for me, I like to do the eyes. Because once you've done everything to the eyes, when you put everything else on, you can clean up. So, I'm going to do something really natural today. Since I'm not sculpting her brow, I'm just going to add a little concealer for shape. I'm supposed to do it like the YouTube people. No, Don't be quiet.
Feel free to ask Miss Porter any questions.
So what are you doing to the eye right now? Are you
slightly sculpting just a little bit of definition, because I'm not really going to do
No, I know what you're doing
brow.
overall, but the first step now.
Concealer.
Okay. And this is for the total eye area?
But I like to, whatever I do, I like to put some and then blend it. So you don't necessarily have to put it all over the eye. And a little goes a long way. So you start off and just build on top of it. I also like to use my fingers a lot. Some people prefer it, some people don't. But I'm a germaphobe, so I'm constantly wiping and washing my hands. Now, a trick that I do, because again, just every day, I don't like to wear eyeshadow and a whole bunch of stuff. So I will do this same steps in my eyebrows, and use bronzer just to blend it in. So it still gives color. It's not a heavy shadow.
Wow.
But you have the shadow.
And everybody else thinking you did something. So you'll see the difference between this.
Oh, yeah.
So you see how it will look like a shadow, just gives a little bit of color.
It's natural.
You gonna show me how to do my big old eyeballs, Miss Kelly?
And put my lashes on.
Paula, you want to let me get this glue off, okay? And also, depending on what look you're going for, choose a concealer that's closer to your complexion. Unless, like this morning, it's really sleepy, so I use something lighter to brighten my face up. But your concealer doesn't have to be 5 shades lighter.
You want it 1 shade lighter? 2?
2 or
Depends.
3 maybe.
It really depends.
I don't know how to buy none of this.
It's hard for me to choose colors because I don't see my color. I think I'm browner than I am, and I tend to buy the wrong color.
But like Ms. Porter's going to talk about this in a minute, some people tend to use like a mixture of 2 different types. If you can't find your just one shade, then sometimes you just have to do a little mixing until you find the correct shade for you.
But you know who has really, really, really great tones? Iman Cosmetics in Target. They have like the perfect.
That's the girl,
Shade
the
tones.
chocolate girl.
They have
Yeah, I
the
can believe
perfect
it.
tones for black women.
I have trouble
their
finding
her own
entire
good
line.
colors.
Yes.
So then I
pick
think
the
I'm going
wrong
to try
ones.
that too.
I mean, like from the darkest to
Right.
every tone. I love it.
A nice range.
I love it.
In Target.
My favorite place on earth. And CoverGirl Queen, like she said, all the black women, I'm here for it.
That's the name of the line?
CoverGirl's Queen collection.
Okay.
That's concealed.
That's that powder you're using?
That's the front.
This is the brush. This is the bronzer I'm using just to blend it all in.
So it's the bronzer by CoverGirl
Yes, I'm sorry.
Queen Collection.
Yeah.
Okay. And what particular shade is this one?
This one is Ebony Bronze.
So do you recommend this particular shade for a darker skinned person than Miss?
Because you can still, because it's bronze, it's going to show up regardless. It's just going to show up differently on different tones.
Okay.
So you want a more natural look anyway. So I like the darker one because it's easier to notice on everybody's skin. And I just blend it accordingly.
Just hollowing your eyes up.
It looks very natural. I like the subtleness of it.
So the bronzer just for the eyes.
No. And anything in makeup, use it however you want to use it. There's times I've used lipstick, there's blush, lipstick is
As
eyeshadow. Like, you
eyeshadow.
can literally do whatever you want with it. So any rule that you hear about or see, just throw it out the window.
So at the makeup counter in Target, I ain't at the makeup counter. Is there somebody there that can like help you pick out the color?
No, you know, I'm honestly one of those people that opens makeup in the store.
Yeah, play with them.
I'm gonna show you
I
what
wouldn't even
I'm gonna
know.
show you where to how you can check for your tone. So, like Miss Powell said, I always use more than one color and not a lot of it. So literally a drop.
A dabble, do you?
Yep. Now I can look at her skin and kind of tell, but I'm gonna show you where to check when you're looking on yourself or anybody else. So the part that you're trying to match everything to is right here.
Oh, really?
Because if you ever pay attention, when you see the demarcation in people, those are the tones that look different. So when you're in the store, you can test the color
On the cheek.
on the cheek.
Everybody getting makeup.
So it's at the collarbone.
The collarbone is where you're trying to get it to match, but when you're in the store, put it right here.
On your
Oh,
jawline.
Yep.
But you said
Wait a minute.
Because you don't want her to demarcation line.
I don't think I'm gonna get that, so don't even worry.
But you might.
No, I just want the eyes.
Like I said, it doesn't take a lot at all. And she already has really good skin.
That's pretty much like putting colored lotion.
And tell her people got to pay for your Keep trying to
Just a really light line under the eye, depending on what you're trying to put emphasis on. Her eyes are already small, so I don't have to line the whole thing, so I'm going to just do the corners. And makeup is just like clothes. When you want to look smaller, what color you wear?
Black.
So whenever you want to minimize, use dark colors. Whatever you want to highlight, use light colors. So that's how you can remember.
That's just like when I took my test, I was like, oh, what I forgot.
Oop.
OMG.
You gonna do that like you got on yours?
Who? Oh,
No.
Wow.
Because I want to wear it all day. I don't want.
So that's cute. My sister be doing that all the time.
Her little slanty eyes.
You
Can you see me?
I guess the eyelashes make them bigger.
Yes.
Yeah, the choice is close, honey.
What's that one? Oh.
now this is concealer. Just to even out the tone under the eye. Look up for me.
That's for dark spots.
It's for dark spots or just brighten up your tones with everybody that uses concealer.
Don't have
It's already here. So the whole thing about makeup is to make it look like you have flawless skin. So you're just making sure that just evening out the skin tone.
imperfections are-
Yep.
Now I see you put.
What right here?
We're talking about contouring.
And so I like to use bronzer for that. But if you're using blush, apples of your cheeks. But me, I use it whatever way I feel like to use it. So today on her, because we're doing it kind of light, I just want to warm her face up. I'm just using bronzer where you would normally use blush. And you can see the difference. It's not too drastic, but it's just a little bit of warmth. And I just always want to look like I'm tan, like I have money on vacation.
Like you
So, you want to look bronzed all the time.
I like
is that what that is? Is that why I like them golden colors?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I do too.
And I always brush into the hairline so it doesn't look like you have a mask on. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of liner above her lash line. Nothing too dramatic. Just
What kind of brush is that?
I want to turn around so bad.
Go
It's an
ahead.
angle brush.
A concealer brush. Angle brush looks like an
It's an
angle.
angle. And so I wouldn't need one of them for the eyebrow.
An angle brush? I'll show you what that is.
When you
But I
buy
tell you
a set of
about
brushes, Pixley,
They have them named though, cause that's what I can't say I
Yeah.
own an angle brush. That's just I just use it. to
Well, I
blend
had
my
bought one
lipstick.
from the dollar store, but I ain't never used it.
Ain't
It's
nothing
in
wrong
front
with
of
that.
dollar
I'm saying
store.
I get brushes from everywhere.
But
One
the
thing
dollar
you'll
store
learn-
had them elf brushes, and elf brushes are good, and they are all that.
One thing you're gonna learn. I don't know if you all plan on going to the
that's
makeup
what
show
it
with the school.
Mm-mm.
Go, because what I learned my first makeup show, all of these brands, all they do is take products from wholesale. Are you done recording?
Yeah.
What did you say you want to do, ma'am, to your lips?
Make my lips look fuller because my lips so small.
To make them fuller, just over exaggerate your lines.
I do that
So
all the time,
whatever's
but
already there.
I guess because when I watched the video, it said, you know, use the concealer afterwards, and I don't have no makeup.
We want to do that, so we're gonna overdraw.
and when you say overdrive, is that darken it? Make
No,
it-
literally over, like drawing over your natural line. Yep.
So you're drawing your face now.
Yep.
She's still on the lip right there, though. They look natural. Right? You can see.
I'm scared.
Perfect little lips.
It actually makes her lips look fuller already.
Yeah, so I'm like, you can see it. She's so extra. Ooh, that's your new gloss bag. I like them pinks.
I have shoe boxes. It's terrible, y'all. I'm serious.
I could never wear it, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, I have a lipstick fetish.
Like exaggerate.
You already put the glue in?
Mhm.
What is that? Eyelash adhesive? Let me see that. Is that white tube?
I use trap glue.
Baby,
I can't
Wait a
stop.
minute.